Hello and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Daf Yomi Do Lamed Tet Amid Aleph. We discussed previously on Lamed Zayin Amid Aleph. The Gemara talks about different forms of contraception, and we mentioned there's two categories one must be involved in. One, Shichva Livatala, he has to be concerned about when using contraception, and also Puravu, Niat Harayon, he has to have children, the right to Drabanan. The Gemara continues the discussion on 7 Aleph, contraception, and the Rishon trying to figure out exactly what the nature of it is. Tosfot brings down the idea of a woman going ahead, and after the couple is together, she goes ahead and takes some kind of a cloth, a moch, and tries to remove the Zera from her body, so that will stop her from becoming pregnant. And Tosfot brings up the question, does she have the Issur of Shichva, Zera, Livatala? She's now causing the man's seed to be wasted. And he brings down a few possibilities that maybe his first idea is that yes, she should have the Issur of Shichva, Zera, Livatala. Just like the man cannot waste his seed, it can impregnate her and it cannot waste it, so too she cannot do that as well. And to remove her from her body, that would be Shichva, Zera, Livatala. It's an interesting concept. We always assume Shichva, Zera, Livatala is halacha by the man. But Tosfot says simple pshat should be by the woman as well. At the end, he says maybe not. Maybe they are not subject to the Issur. Maybe the Issur is only for the men, and he leaves that as two possibilities. One other point, we're going to Shichva, Zera, Livatala. The Shulchan Aruch writes a very harif line. He says, a bit shocking. He says it's the most serious Issur, the avon achi chamor in the Torah. His exact language is in Chaf Gimel in Even Haezer Asur lahotzi Shichva, Zera, Livatala v'avan zechama mikol averos b'Torah. That's a serious language. It's more severe than all of the other halachot in the Torah. The question is, does he mean this literally? It's one thing when you have a medrash, a guzma, exaggeration. This is Shulchan Aruch writing here. Do we take this literally or not? And the fact is we don't. We don't. Let's say a person has a choice. He's right now in a very bad dilemma. He has a tremendous desire to be with an Eishatish or with a Nida. And he's not in a very controlled state. His choice is to be either to Shichva, Zera, Livatala or to be with the Nida. So Shulchan Aruch just said the worst thing in the world is Shichva, Zera, Livatala. Best to be with the Nida so you don't have Shichva, Zera, Livatala, according to Shulchan Aruch. So the Mefarshim point out, the Chalkim Machoke on the spot in Chav Gimel, Chalkim Machoke Allah points out, Lav Dafka. It means it's a very severe issue, but of course, he should never come to such a horrible choice. But if it's either being with a Nida, his wife when she's a Nida, or Shichva, Zera, Livatala, of course you do Shichva, Zera, Livatala. And Nida is kares, it's the worst, it's horrible. Shichva, Zera, Livatala is terrible as well. But when the Shulchan Aruch says it's a horrible Issur, he says, the Beit Shmuel, the Chacham Mahogi says, Lav Dafka. So just to summarize, 2 points here based on Lamed Tet Amid Aleph. Number one, does a woman have Shichva, Zera, Livatala, the Issur or not? That's Tosfot's discussion. And number two, Shichva, Zera, Livatala, is it literally the most severe Issur in the Torah, like Shulchan Aruch writes, or is it a very severe Issur? And the Chagmar says, no, it's a very, very severe Issur, but it's not considered the worst. Literally, just Shulchan Aruch's expression is just to show everyone how severe it is. Shalom.